All right, day 4. Hello, friends. Welcome. I had breakfast today. Yeah, that's right. I had some cereal, had some coffee. Oh man, it's good. You know, it's the little things like when you start life out and when you're beginning somewhere, you don't know how to get around. When we got here, we were just happy to have electricity. We were happy to have light and water. Running water's huge. And so you kind of get the things. And the same thing this trip. The grocery store was open yesterday, so I got my groceries. I'm ready to go. It's just very convenient. And we have warm water in 2 bathrooms. It's kind of fun. I've been reading the comments on the first couple of videos, and a lot of you guys have been you guys are good to us, and you're kind, and you've offered good suggestions about the heat, and some really entertaining suggestions too, like I like the tent suggestion. Have a tent and put a heater in there and stay warm. My brother actually thinks we should temporarily pipe a little wood stove in here, which seems crazy with 20 fireplaces. One of these current upcoming videos I will get. I'm going to try some paper burning, and we're going to test out some of the chimneys just with a really controlled small paper fire to see if the smoke goes up. Because who knows, maybe we do have a chimney that works as much as we've heard otherwise. I did want to try to explain the cold. A lot of you guys are going, why aren't you heating it? And in a lot of ways, when you get to the Chateau, you realize the incredible scope of the building. It's massive. I usually tell people 10,000 square feet, and I don't know if that's exactly right. It feels a lot bigger than that. I think they advertise 8,000 or 9,000 square feet, 900 square meters, that kind of thing. But I think that's only 2 levels. I think in reality, over 4 levels, it's, I don't know, 12,000 square feet. It's huge. I'll measure maybe one of these ones. And again, it's not just that. The basement, the sous-sol, 9-10 foot ceilings, the ground floor, just under 16 square feet. The premier etage above that is a solid 14 feet high, and I think the deuxième etage, that floor is at least 12 or 13 feet high. And then again, it's open to the attic, the amount of air in this building is tremendous. Plus it's a stone structure, so it's not insulated at all. Single pane windows, 212 of them. A lot of them, I'm looking at a window right there that's at least 12 feet tall and 6 feet wide. And again, 212 of those. So, and not only that, if you go up close to them, you can see there's little gaps where the air goes through. Sometimes if it's a windy day, you can feel air moving inside the house. So to try to heat that is just incredibly difficult. We did run the heat last year. We ran for a few days just to try it in the coldest time of the year. And at those prices, it's a heating oil system. We were burning about $125 a day to keep it warm. So when the students are here, it's a warmer part of the year, and also there's 20 people, so it just makes sense to heat it. But when there's just one of me, there's no off button on the frugal switch. I'm okay. We did get a couple of really nice notes. And again, I enjoyed some of these comments so much. Like I always enjoy Tony from LA. You always have some good things to say. And Michael Moore, you make me laugh a lot of times. That's good stuff. And lots of others. I should not start saying names because I'm going to miss people. But Alexandra, super nice offering to send some Patreon money to just so I can heat some space heaters. And I'm going to take you up on that. Thank you. We actually do have a space heater. I think even 2. We tried running it for about a month during December last year, and we got an electrical bill for about $700. But we ran both of them like nonstop. And so this year I said, well, man, that's a lot of money for one person. So what I decided to do is just run it at night because the rates are about half as expensive at night. And so I run it at night, so it gets up to about like 12, 13 Celsius, 55 Fahrenheit. Pretty doable in the room. And I bring it into the bathroom, which is really much nicer. The bathroom is the worst part about being cold, sitting on that toilet. So that's good. In the house, it's usually between 5 and 10 Celsius. It feels warmer. I was just outside. It feels warmer outside than inside today. I think it's about 50 Celsius. No, it's not quite that. Technically, it's a 6 or 7 Celsius, which would be maybe 45 Fahrenheit. But it's supposed to get up to 10, so that's awesome. But I will, thank you very much. You know what I'll do? I will bring in the second space heater, and when I'm having a meal, I will put it on at my feet, and that will be just delightful. So thank you very much, and I'll be a little more generous with, starting in an hour or so early too, before I go to bed, and that's huge. So much appreciated. Also, our friends from Ohio, Florida. I guess I shouldn't say your name, but David. It's nice. He watched the video of us going, me having the crazy travel days. Like, there's a hotel in the airport, and so he sounds like he's gonna pick up a room for me on the way back, which is super nice. That'll make the trip well. Anyways, not trying to do that, but we have a great day coming. Day 4. I'm gonna start off. I'm still teaching. I am a university teacher, as you know, some of you know, and so I'm gonna begin tonight at what is 11:30 my time. I have to teach a class over Zoom. I have 6 teaching days left this semester. Most of my classes I front loaded, so 3 of them I think are completely done. I have a couple of Zooms to do still to finish up. They're a great bunch, but that's gonna be difficult to do this from a cold, dark Chateau that late with the jet lag is the killer. Usually 11:30, no problem. So I gotta teach a little bit today, do some emails, work emails. I'm also going to replace that window now that we got it, so that's exciting. And I think I'm gonna start on those showers. And so we'll see how that goes. So lots of fun stuff today. If I have more time, I might even try to take off the mower deck. I was looking on YouTube and it looks pretty doable. So I might even take that so I can just throw it in the car and drive it to the place. Otherwise, it's gonna be 2 or 3 weeks to get it fixed. So I really wanna mow some grass. But you kind of take what you're given. Also excited, in the next couple days, I'm gonna break out the drone and get some drone shots of the Chateau. So that's cool. I'm really excited about that. So anyways, thanks for coming along. We had some breakfast and I'm ready to start some work. Here goes day 4. Okay, here we go. Time to get some window fixed. Got my tools, got a nice bin for all the broken glass. Got one of my main tool bags. This guy's great for knocking out all the old edging. And then of course the same thing here, we can knock out the old caulking and the little piece of glass. Got to sweep it up. Some gloves, because you really can get yourself cut. There's my caulking gun for the new one. Little power extension, and of course music. It's always nice to have some music. Oh, one more. Of course you got to have a vacuum cleaner, get the little stuff at the end. So there it is in all its glory. We'll get the glass out of that thing. So one of the questions Leslie first had when we heard about the broken glass was, is it old glass or new glass? Because as you know, the old glass is super cool with the wiggles. Now, here's the good news, Bess. It looks like the other 3 are all new glass. Here's an example of the old glass. See if you can see it, if I move across. You see it kind of winkle. It looks like a bit of a, what is it, Bess, a Monet painting? Is that what you call it sometimes? Some of the glass is straight. The top right one's the easiest to see it, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Well, hard call. Here's a piece of the broken glass. It's not very wiggly, if it is wiggly, but it's awfully thin. Like, look, I'm replacing this with 4mm. It might be overkill. I think I went 3 for most of the house. Look at the difference. Huge difference, if you can see that. Yeah, it's a significant difference. This is probably 2mm, so it's probably somewhat old, though not very wiggly. So much stronger, the new piece. Hopefully the weight's not a problem. Like, hopefully it's pretty heavy. So maybe I should have gone with 3mm, but we'll see. Okay, all done. Window pane number 47 is replaced. You know, it's the great thing about life is the more you do stuff, the faster you get at it. Now, still not perfect. And honestly, with glazing and certainly caulking, I think it's a nightmare for perfectionists. I'm not sure I'm a perfectionist, but there's always little spots that you miss. But if you look carefully, you can see that there's a couple places where the caulking kind of spread out a little bit. I can come back with a razor and clean that up later. But yeah, looks good. I'm pleased. The window is in there. It's nice and strong. And yeah, job 1 done for the day. Okay, window's done and some of the paperwork is done. It's time for some lunch. I'm gonna make some omelets, a little bacon, mushroom, onion, cheddar cheese omelets. And Again, France's gift to humanity, lardons, little pieces of bacon. They're like fresh bacon bits, so that's great. And that's probably about 80 cents of bacon bits there. So I'm gonna eat half of them for this meal and then save half for maybe burgers tonight. Same thing with the mushrooms, and then we'll take them a little bit farther. Also, do some hash browns today. My brother Tim's trick. He boils the potatoes first, then they're way easier to cook. You know how hash browns take forever. So you boil them, then you just have to throw them on the pan for a few minutes and they cook up. Should be fun. Yay. Okay, coming together nicely. Got the onions on. By the way, these potatoes are for more than just one meal. That's a ton of potatoes. So the trick is I'll leave them in the fridge boiled, and then you can, fry them whenever they're ready. And then we got our eggs. By the way, this is also cool too. In France, they don't trim off the bottom of the mushrooms. So you got to do a little washing and cutting before you go. There's the lardons. Look at those beauties. Oh man. Oh, bacon. Oh, bacon, eggs, cheese. We eating good today. All right, let's see if I can do this with one hand. A little bit of bacon. It's gonna be a nice omelet, eh? Oh, look at that. Leave some for later. A bit of mushrooms. Nice onions. Again, this stuff's all relatively cheap, right? These are, 99 cents for all those mushrooms. I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese on there. Ooh. That's gonna be a nice omelet. Bon appetit. Don't judge me, I like ketchup. All right, time to work on some showers. We are in what I call Amy's bedroom. Hi, everybody. And this is a bathroom that has probably the smallest shower in the house. It's about 70 centimeters. And even my wife, who's quite a small person, has a difficult time getting in there. So we're going to turn this into an 80 centimeter shower and improve it a little bit. So let's see how it goes. Okay, demo time. We've had our first casualty. Got the shower out, some screws, gave it a good pull, and took a bit of that light with it. I think my wife is not gonna mind that light is leaving. All right, it's coming off real good. Metal rolls come off. Now we're taking off, apparently they put a little piece of wood in there with those terrible flat screws, but we'll get that off. Yeah, not a problem at all for the impact driver. One issue, however, if we go wider, of course the tiles will no longer match, so we'll have to figure something out with that, but I'm sure that can be figured out. Leslie's a genius. All right, great start on the showers. That came up pretty easy. Now a couple of decisions. So first of all, we have some issues. Number one is that the new shower will go halfway into that light fixture. So best case scenario, you can see that this one's loose. Likely, I'm guessing my wife is going to want to go with the single fixture up high in the middle, which looks to be pretty easy as long as we can find where the second one connects, this one on the left, because clearly we get a disconnect that we don't want electrical just running there. So best case, behind that little wallpaper fabric thing, we can just see the cord. That would be the best case. And we'll have to decide if we want to retile. Probably, I'm guessing we're going to retile the inside since it will come out to here, the new shower. So those 10 centimeters make a big difference. You might also be wondering, what are we doing with this? Well, we could take this out, but we really like the base. The bases in this house are actually fantastic. They're super strong. They're all raised a little bit because just the way the drains go, you can see that the pipes run above ground. So we're not gonna mess with it. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna build a small little, maybe brick, kind of a wall around the outside, up to level. And then we'll just tile the top with a good angle, like an angle tile. So the water hits the glass, runs down, hits the tile, and runs into the base. And then we'll just tile the whole base of it. So it'll become the same tile as the shower. We think it should look good. But you never know until you get there. I think it's a good plan. You see, they've sort of done that in the back already, because that's just a really small shower. You don't want to be showering in that small of an area. So good start. Tomorrow we'll keep going at it. All right, well, it's the end of the day and time for a little bit of dinner. Oh, it's a little cold. Yeah, you can see my, maybe you can see my breath there on the camera. I figured, since it's cold and dark, why not light some candles? And what do we have tonight? Again, Leslie's the cook in the family. We have a $1 chicken cordon bleu from the grocery market. Probably 15 cents worth of carrots. And yesterday's leftover spaghetti. So it'll be a lovely little meal, a few dollars, still on track. And yeah, miss my family, but It's always nice to be here. Okay, it's not time for bed yet because I've still got to do some teaching quite late, like around midnight, which is going to be tough with jet lag. But I do have a pretty good setup here. This is my strategy. I've got this nice IKEA duvet, and then on top of it, I've got an electric blanket, and then on top of that, I've just thrown a big opened up sleeping bag. So, you know, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Also, really thankful for this guy. This is the space heater I'm using. And you'll see right now it's 12 in here. That's, what is that, about 50, I don't know, 55 maybe? So not terrible when it's running. And then this light this room doesn't have a ton of light, so I moved the light there. And then I just move the water heater over here when it's time to go to the bathroom. And that actually helps quite a bit. It heats up nice and quick. So lots of fun. I was just on TV and I was looking and I saw the Castle for Christmas Netflix show, and I guess Leslie watched it and she said that it's actually pretty accurate with a lot of the stuff that they're trying to fix up and stuff. But I couldn't help thinking, man, when you're really doing this, there's a lot of work. And I guess I need to watch the video to see if it's accurate, but my guess is that it's a lot more work in real life and a lot less sparkly lights. But anyways, lots of fun. Hope everyone sleeps well. See you tomorrow on day 5.